Before watching, please watch the first part of the Save Gelatin video in order to understand important reasons as to why the viewers should save him. Without further ado, let's start. Ever since the release of BFB 24, Gelatin has been getting a decrease in his fans due to his new voice.
I don't know. Wait! Teardrop, what are you doing?
Now I need to clarify that you don't have to like the Gelatin voice. You can prefer the old one, if you would like, but sending threats to Gelatin's new voice actor, Ian, is not okay. No human being should endure hate like this. Now, let's start where Gelatin began to do new things, BFB 22.
Card is now in session!
Midway through the episode, Lollipop has the idea of forming an alliance between her and Gelatin to support each other, as they are newbies. Being at a massive disadvantage to the oldies, Gelatin agrees, as he likes the idea to offer help to a friend, and the strategy seems promising.
If we want to survive.
I'm cool with that. Time for a newbie alliance handshake. Ooh!
During the case, as newbie alliance partner Lollipop was interrogating Flower, Gelatin asks Teardrop if she was documenting it all down. She seems to be in her own world, which concerned Gelatin, so he took out her document, which ended up being a comic which had no relation to the task. Teardrop flutters her arms, which appear slightly threatening to Gelatin, as he's never seen it before, and that was his first perception of it. He would attack, but he's close to Teardrop, and views her as a friend, so he calmly tells her to calm down. Gelatin is amused with Teardrop's comic for the powers she has, which interested him. As a supportive friend, says her abilities are cool, until Gelatin realizes that Teardrop had killed him in her comic, which upsets Gelatin, and initiated a short arc between Gelatin and Teardrop.
Whoa! Calm down. Teardrop, I'm just having a read. Oh, you've got radioactive powers, that's cool. Oh, you killed me with them. That's cool.
With BFB 22, let's now move on to the next episode, BFB 23.
Oh dear Collagen! Lollipop! Our newbie alliance is screwed! It's either us or Bubble getting out, but Bubble's untouchable. She got the most votes last time.
Oh no.
During the beginning of BFB 23, Flower presents her new fashion line to Blocky, Woody, and Gelatin. These sweaters were really unappealing to them, which angered Flower to the point where she felt the need to attack Blocky. Gelatin gets Flower's new sweater and approaches Leafy, telling her to check out his new sweater, and then makes sure she understands what happens to those who don't wear it. By saying, "Look what happened to Blocky," this gives Leafy a warning that she should wear the sweater to avoid getting kicked by Flower.
Hey Leafy, check out my cool new sweater.
But I thought you said it gave you nightmares even while you were awake!
Look what happened to Blocky.
Doing this later helped the Have-Cots in their endeavors to win the challenge. Upon the team's arrival at Yellowface's warehouse, Gelatin warns Leafy that there is a suspicious purple box that might be dangerous, and says they should be sure to avoid it when they step inside.
Oh, I gotta warn you, there's a suspicious purple box that probably has something dangerous in it, and well, we should really be sure to avoid it when we step inside, okay?
It ends up opening, revealing Purple Face. Gelatin then remembers that Flower told them that her sweaters can repel vomit, so he says that if they get eaten, Purple Face's stomach acid won't digest them. Thanks to Gelatin's idea, the Have-Cots wrap themselves inside their sweaters and are able to live.
Wait! I remember Flower telling us that these sweaters can repel vomit! How's that going to help? Well, even if we get eaten, Purple Face's stomach acid won't digest us in the mush! Hooray! But first we gotta ball up!
Teardrop thinks of a plan that could help them. She starts poking the team's sweaters till she finds out who has the loudest scream, the same scream she heard back then while riding the train. It turns out that the scream belongs to Gelatin. Teardrop manages to tear open the sweater, which causes Gelatin to fall into the stomach acid and be digested in turn, killing him.
No!
For her Gelatin's scream, which caused 4 to recover Gelatin. Gelatin tries to initiate a conversation with 4 by asking how's the weather. While doing so, he leans on the bar, and thus causing it to bend. Gelatin realizes that bars were just cardboard tubes, which were covered in metal paint. Gelatin makes an opening, and 4 is freed. The Have-Cots were able to free 4 from the jail cell, winning his team immunity.
Yippee!
What?
Tension seemed to be rising between Gelatin and Teardrop, so let's see how their relationship, along with other things Gelatin has done, is affected in BFB 24.
Blarky's funny doings is on hiatus because of the perjury stuff, so we're just trying to get a new show greenlit.
Well, a podcast just sounds lame.
In this episode, Gelatin has a new voice actor, Ian. But this shouldn't directly impact your views of Gelatin, as it didn't really affect his character, and this will be explained later. Ian said himself that it was a last-minute request, and that Ian has been practicing to do Gelatin's voice, so don't worry. In the episode, 4 asks Gelatin, as he's the only one present, where everyone else is, and Gelatin is unsure, as he's on the other team, and didn't see the have-nots enter the bush. Suddenly, Teardrop approaches Gelatin from behind and aggressively grabs him as she's about to throw him into the bush, which a terrified Gelatin wasn't aware about. Gelatin finally confronts Teardrop and makes his true feelings clear. He feels hurt by Teardrop's recent actions, which he views as violent. He mentions that they have had back and forth banter, but she drew him getting killed in his pirate comic, and then she actually killed him inside Purple Face. And then she just whipped him into that bush. Gelatin says that he is feeling uncomfortable and asks her to leave him alone for a bit, while also looking a bit upset.
Can you just leave me alone for a bit? Thanks, TD.
Once Gelatin finishes his party, he decides to help out Fiery with his Ferris wheel to see if it works.
I guess I've got nothing to be mad at. Need a hand making the gift?
Thank you! Yes, you can do a test run of it.
When it's time for Teardrop to present her party, she made an apology party dedicated to Gelatin. The party features everything Gelatin loves: cheesecake, musical chairs and forks. Teardrop even made him a special comic, Gelatin Spacewalk. Gelatin is very impressed. Gelatin admits that he was mad earlier. He says that he enjoys messing around with Teardrop, and he wants their relationship to be silly and non-violent. Both Teardrop and Gelatin are seen being happy after bringing back their friendship. They are buddies.
Silence. Alright, buddy? Hooray! Thank you so much, Teardrop!
And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions or any thoughts of how Gelatin acted before these 3 episodes, check the first Save Gelatin video and the Google Doc that will be listed in the pinned comments and description. I hope you guys feel that Gelatin is still a good character, even after BFB 24. Let's see what happens with tomorrow's release of BFB 25.